You walked into the room with Shoto and 2 guards. Sabioka, the advisory boy, is laying in bed. His eyes are closed and his hair is messy, like he's been tossing and turning in his sleep. I thought he was awake. The boy's eyes snapped open, and he leans up, eyes darting around the room. I tried, he says, looking at his hands. I tried, but... Subiyuka? He say, getting nearer. He looks at you, his eyes widened. No, he says, waving you away. You can't be here. Excuse my impoliteness. She'll get you. She'll make me get you. Please, you sigh. I'll explain it. It'll be nice if someone would just give it to me straight in one way. Sabiyuka smiles, laughing a bit, but then his face turns serious. Okay then, I'll just say it. My quirk is to disobey others' quirks, but only on contact and not an extreme level. You nod, looking at Shoto, who also nods. Someone is trying to control me. I can feel it, the advisory boy exclaims. It's her, like it's a paradox, like there's someone inside of me, trying to take over, but my quirk is switching theirs off and on. It's giving me a headache, and I think I can't stop it. It's like looking in a mirror and someone seeing someone else, except you're the reflection. They're controlling me, but I can see them. It's weird, I know, but I can just find out a few. His contorted face goes slack. His hands shoot out, grasping your neck. Kill the princess. His voice is like before, controlled. You can hear it. His hands are strong, but Shoto is stronger, and he barely holds you for a second before your fiancé grabs him and yanks his arms from you. The guards rush forward, but Sabiyuka grabs his own head, fingers tangled in his hair, his mouth open in a scream, and you can't take your eyes off him as the guards drag you out of the room. Your Highness, it's for your own safety. Please, help him, you whisper, his screams echoing in your mind. We'll do our best. You can hear a lie in the guard's voice. He said kill the princess. Why would he want to kill me? Shoto looks confused too. How you wish you'd been able to go on the trip he planned, but of course things had to happen like this. Sabiyuka also said that whatever he's controlling him was a she, you noted, facing the hallway. So we know it wasn't the Duke. What about the person that attacked me? Shoto says. I thought that too, but her quirk surely isn't and would have been something related to coaxing herself. They looked and sounded exactly like Maria. You're silent for a bit, your mind drowning in conceptions and questions. You sit down beside Shoto, taking his hand. I don't want to think this, but... You sigh. Could it be Hitoka? Shoto nods. Possibly, unless she was telling the truth about not having a quirk, and there's something else out there. Yes, but remember how Takashi acted so out of place? It had to be someone in the castle at that time. The only person who was is Hitoka. So, Shoto says, Hitoka can control people, but there has to be something else going on. Why wouldn't Takashi remember? Why would she control him anyway? Why not the king or an advisor? All valid questions, you say, standing up. With no correct answers, but Sabiyuka said he was the reflection in the mirror. So maybe he can get information from the other side? Like a double agent? Like a double agent. We just can't let him, her, know that we know what's going on. Hitoka is probably aiming to make us think that Sabiyuka is doing this out of his own will, so we can't let her know we know. After you've said it, you realize your mind has already accepted the fact that Hitoka is behind this, trying to kill you. For once, you're not sad. You're angry. She betrayed you. And more than anything, you want to see her again, but not to say hello. We should have extra guards around his room, and I can't visit him anymore unless we know he's normal. I would still like to talk to him more, though. Yeah, Shoto agrees. In the meantime, we should figure out a way to get rid of Hitoka's control over him. Do you think he has relatives? You inquired. Someone with a more powerful vision of his quirk? I'll ask him, since you should probably not visit him for a while. Sounds like a plan to me. You smile, satisfied with your teamwork. You lean over and give him a peck on the cheeks. He's blushing, grinning like a sore idiot. In your room, waiting for Shoto to come back, he's checking on Sabiyuka and hopefully asking him some questions. You still can't believe Hitoka is trying to kill you. But why? She couldn't make any moves during the attack, and she could have done something to you already. But she was crying too, holding Mira's hand, the maid's lifeless gray body limp on the ground, her eyes open in shock, hair messy and tangled around her face. Nobody knows how she died, or rather, who killed her. The doctor said it was a loss of blood. Surely Hitoka wouldn't have done that, but you think she would ever betray you either. You think something, Shoto said, about Sabiyuka's relatives, finding someone with a quirk like his. What if you did the same for Hitoka? What if you tried to find her relatives?